It's still a big and fertile sea, and every day, the work we do helps preserve and restore its productivity. In Spain, bringing fishers together to brainstorm new biodegradable fads. In West Africa, discovering unexpected links between bycatch and food security. And worldwide, working with skippers and crews on more sustainable ways of fishing. All these efforts and dozens more show how practical science gets results and how the purview of one organization with its sights set on the sustainability of our tuna stocks can make an impact around the world. That organization is ISSF.
We're asking far too much from the oceans these days.
Core to the strength of ISSF is a team of scientific advisors who offer guidance on ISSF research priorities.
ISSF, by its unique nature, as really the only global institution that's addressing the science as well as the conservation and management of these living marine resources, the ecosystem, the fisheries, and so forth.
I think this sort of work has fundamental value for the way fisheries proceed and develop and are managed over time.
It's quite different from what you might see at universities, where there's a lot of theoretical academic work which doesn't necessarily translate into the real world.
I think it's their real hands-on approach to solving problems that really sets them aside from many of the other donors that we work with in tuna fisheries.
On any day of the year, you'll find ISSF people bringing science-based practices to fisheries at every scale. Conducting research at sea, investigating electronic monitoring techniques, and more. In integrated programs designed to gather evidence and apply it in real-world situations.
Hay que estar allí para ver realmente lo complicado que es estar 4 meses en la mar, lo que cuesta pescar el atún, y todo esto pues a mí me ha ayudado mucho en la carrera para luego entender qué ocurre en la vida real.
Without the work that my colleagues and I do, we will have more degraded marine ecosystems, lower supplies of sustainable seafood, too many boats chasing too few fish, and fishers not making a healthy living.
So what ISSF is doing to make sure that we have tuna for the future is, I think, the way to go.
I think one of the great things about science is that the value of the information never really expires. The information is there for posterity.
The lasting value of good science is, in fact, motivating good policy choice with respect to how we manage our natural resources.
¿Cuál es el impacto que tiene la actividad que realizamos en lo que es futuras generaciones? Lo que tratamos es de contribuir a la sostenibilidad, ¿no?, de los recursos atuneros, y no solo de los recursos atuneros, sino también de lo que es el medio ambiente que los rodea en su conjunto, ¿no?
The science is as sound and unassailable as you can get. It's concrete, it's ongoing, it's immediate, it's real.
The oceans will endure, but their condition and their impact on our children will depend on the quality of evidence that guides nations, regulators, fishing companies, conservationists, and ordinary citizens. That's the value of professional ocean-centered science and the promise of a dedicated, dynamic ISSF.